Well, I had a little bit of a different type of video to release today, and it's pretty exciting. I'm excited, and you're going to be seeing a change of camo and a change of clothing on the coming videos throughout the months, throughout the years, and I've been honored to be included on the First Lite staff and to promote First Lite, and I'm extremely excited. I've used Sitka for the past 4 years. Sitka has been awesome. They gave me a great opportunity. I've enjoyed my Sitka clothing, but there's a number of reasons that I'm switching over to First Lite. And I don't know if you've heard First Lite before. I'm sure a lot of you have. You know, first off, they've really focused on Western big game for a long time. They're huge in that industry, incredibly high quality clothing. They have a whitetail line, and they're not leaving their big game roots, but they're really starting to focus on the whitetail line and having their eyes on the whitetail expansion, and I'm extremely excited by that. And they've asked me to be a part of that and to be a part of that foundation of that whitetail movement. They already have a great whitetail line, but I think you'll see some great changes coming, and I'm excited for that. I can't wait. It's kind of nice to be contacted and asked to help with something like that, and I'm truly honored. You know, one of the things that First Lite assured me of is that they're really focused on the collaborative efforts. They have some big channels and some big names out there that are associated with First Lite, and I'm honored to be included in that. So for one, it gives me an opportunity to collaborate with like-minded people and very passionate people, and moving forward some great people and some big influence people, and that's where my passion lies too. Along with that, a really good focus on conservation and education, and really getting hunters enthused about what we're doing with whitetail. And it's interesting, I fit right in there. You know, education is so critical. And what I found is the more depth of information that you offer, and the more you give hunters tools to make them better hunters, then guess what? You retain those hunters and you recruit more hunters, and that's cool. And so when I see First Lite with that mission and that really focus of gathering high quality content, online content, whatever it is, in written, speaking, and then also in the YouTube area and in videos, then I get really excited about that, because I'm very competitive with my content, my online content. You can't rank online content and good whitetail content or whatever it might be with the outdoor industry unless it has depth. And so when I put a YouTube video out there and it doesn't meet as many people as I'd like, we met over 10.1 million people last year. We're on pace for close to 20 million this year. But when I don't meet someone with that video, when I don't have a good reach with that, I take it to heart. I'm competitive. I don't like basically losing, that we're not putting that out and reaching that. So I like that I can find a company that has that same mission. They want that same level of quality. They want that reach to be out there, because ultimately it's not about selling more product. It's about that, and it's about that you get to reach hunters and retain them and recruit new hunters and educate new hunters and reach existing hunters, and that's awesome. Some of my favorite comments I get on my YouTube channel are, when I look through those comments and I find someone that says, I've been hunting for 35 years and this video taught me X. I learned, I've been hunting for decades and I learned this. I'm a new hunter and this excites me to get out in the field. Those are the comments I love seeing. First Lite is right on board with that, and I couldn't be more happy about that mission. I've been working back and forth with First Lite for a few weeks now, and just discussing their company, them, finding out about me and my channel, my family. And what I found is they all hunt. They're hardworking hunters, for hunters, and it's an awesome fit. And so a little bit smaller company, I would guess, as far as parent company or anything, but a company that has the ability to explode, that's already well established in various areas, and a company that I can actually step into and actually help with. And they're just hunters, hardworking hunters, working for hunters, and I can fully appreciate that, and I think you will too. And all the talking back and forth, and the education, conservation, it's like we talk about, and that's what was so cool too, because when I started talking to the individuals from First Lite, it was about inclusion of all hunters, education, hunter retention, conservation. and really being hunters and working for hunters. All that was awesome. You know, that's kind of like what we first talked about. But the next step was that they really want to work on their whitetail line and have a focus of their whitetail line and the innovation of that whitetail line. And so that's where I come in. I want to be a part of that. I get to be a part of testing the products and moving forward and working with new products. And they're going to have in the field testing all over the country. And so that's awesome to be a part of that. So we talked about all that good stuff first, you know, the future of hunting and the future being very bright. And then that next step was, oh, by the way, innovation in the whitetail line, testing around the country. And boy, that's right up my alley. And then bring it to you as a viewer. And it's very exciting. You know, in the end, really, again, I can't emphasize enough, hardworking hunters, for hunters, and those hunters and the production of the clothing and the gear, whether it's the big game Western that they're already well established in, and the whitetail that they have their foot well and solid in the door, the innovation of new whitetail clothing, but again, hardworking hunters, for hunters, and that fits my passion. I work very hard to deliver this information for you because it's exciting, and again, it all goes back to the more that I can deliver in the form of depth of content, then the more hunters that we're going to recruit, the more hunters we're going to retain, the more we can assist with conservation efforts, and the companies that are associated with conservation efforts, the good companies all around the country like the QDMA, Rough Grouse Society, Wild Turkey Federation, Pheasants Forever, whatever it might be. It's not all about whitetails, and that's what this company's about. That's what First Lite's about, and it fits my passion. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited. It's kind of nice when someone's knocking on the door and really offering you an opportunity to be a part of something big, and they're already big in the outdoor big game area, in the Western big game area, and to be a part of the whitetail line and the innovation and in the field testing in the tree. I can't wait to bring it to you, not only this spring, this summer, as we're working out in the woods and everything we do with habitat management, certainly for several months this fall in the tree stand, hunting, and I will be hunting. You will see that camel change real frequently. You can see this little logo right here. That's what stands for First Lite, and I'm very proud to have it on this morning. And you can see Matthews Archery, a lot of my great partners that I have in the hunting industry. I'm very honored. I'll tell you what, I typically choose who I want to partner with because I'm not going to use junk in the field. I'm not going to use something just to get a paycheck. I use it because I believe in it. If you see me use anything on this channel, any type of product, any type of company, it's because I truly believe in it, or I would not be associated with them. I have offers all the time from products that could pay me a good amount of money and give me product that I simply don't want to use or I don't believe in. I'll tell you real quick, I had someone in the hunting industry tell me just use it, take the check, use it, make it look like you use it, and that's not me, and that's not the typical hunting industry. And I'll tell you, First Lite isn't about that at all, and we have that passion for bringing good information to you, and I can't wait throughout this year, and I hope you enjoy the change.